Only a few are able to create a life that they truly call extraordinary. And to the untrained person, it can seem like it's only the lucky few who have some kind of a secret or some kind of invisible power. But what I do know is this: success is not accidental. It is available to any one of us who unlock the secrets of how results are created and then consciously and consistently work with the invisible laws that govern results in service of what truly matters to us. It's absolutely true that success is available to each and every one of us. The laws that govern success are everywhere present, omnipresent. And like the law of gravity or the law of electricity, they are invisible. But while these infinite laws that govern results are invisible, they are way less known about than electricity or gravity. Now, you can't see the law of electricity. You can't hear it, you can't touch it. But if your house is wired to code, and if you work with the law of electricity, you can power your computer, your smartphone, all the appliances that make our lives easier. And by wiring your house to code and working with the law of electricity, you can make extraordinary things happen. But you have to know how to plug into that power. And that's what these laws that govern success are like. And this power is available to anyone who knows how to plug into it. The problem is that most people simply don't understand or don't know that they have access to incredible power and infinite possibility. Let's have a quick introduction to each of the 11 laws of this powerful content. The law of thinking. The law of thinking is that you cannot not think, and your thoughts generate a frequency. Those frequencies generate a pattern. And so this becomes a very important law that you want to study and apply. And actually, it's the first step to freedom, to realize that you have influence and control over every aspect of your life through your thinking. You don't get to not think, but you can train your thinking to follow the direction you give it so that you can build the success you want. The law of supply. Science and logic both agree that the universe is filled with this essential something that's everywhere present, and it's infinite. It's out of which all things that we can see, taste, touch, or smell arise. There's this infinite something, and it's everywhere present. Call it energy, call it life, call it God, call it whatever you will. It's everywhere present. You and I live and move and have our being in this. And this lives and moves and has being as you and me. And that means each one of us is entitled to a full and ever-increasing supply of any and every good that we may want or desire. There is enough abundance for everyone, and you can have whatever you will get into complete harmony with. In fact, you can have anything you're willing to become. Now let me pause here and say, now even as we talk about infinite abundance, I know that on planet Earth today there are people who don't have enough food, don't have enough water. But it's not an energy problem. It's not a source problem. It's an awareness and a distribution problem. And here is the truth. As you work with this yourself and as you work with your clients, any one of us can have anything we're willing to become harmonious with, anything we're willing to become. And what happens, of course, is as we go up that ladder and we experience greater and greater freedom ourselves, we want to be part of the solution, not just for ourselves, but for everyone. And this is the essence of the law of supply. The law of attraction. This is perhaps currently the most well-known of the laws, but fully understanding it requires study. The law of attraction breaks down to this: you attract what you give your energy to. And when it comes to the law of attraction, it actually does you no good to desire something unless you cause yourself to truly expect to have it, either in part or in full. That is just daydreaming, and it just stays in imagination. If you are manifesting, you must desire it and expect it. This can best be described like the pull of gravity. The expectation is pulling the desire and creating a vibrational match to become the reality in your life. And you will learn this in your study of the law of attraction, that the law of attraction is invoked or activated through intention, attention, and expectation. The law of receiving. Most of us think the good we want, of course I'd be able to receive that. Of course that's just going to be easy for me. Actually, as you study this law, and actually as you work with your clients, you're going to understand it's not that easy. The law of receiving states that as you become in harmony with receiving, then the good that you want is already here. So of course it makes itself available to you. And it also states that you cannot allow something in your life that you're not really receptive to. And where is it that you become receptive? In your self-image. You want to be a person who can do this, but deep down you believe you're a person who can't. Those two things create a negative polarity, and it actually pushes away the good you would really love. So this lesson is going to be powerful for your clients because you're going to help them unlock some of those hidden beliefs that keep them from their ability to actually receive the good that they would love. So no matter how big a container you bring to the ocean, the ocean will fill whatever container you bring. Take a thimbleful, it'll fill a thimble. Take a bucket, it'll fill a bucket. Take a bathtub, it'll fill a bathtub. Or you can get in that ocean, and if you relax, it would delight to support you. So no matter what desire you have, the source that brings forth all desires, all effects, all results is always bigger. You're dealing with the infinite. And you nor I can contain the good that is seeking each one of us. So this is a law of circulation. Giving and receiving are two sides of one coin. And this lesson teaches powerful training in conscious circulation. The law of increase. The law of increase could actually be called the law of praise, because whatever you praise, the word raise is right inside that word praise, and it expands. Now this applies to self-confidence, money, even plants. And that's the main focus of the study of this law. We all want increased life in the forms that we're desiring it in. And whatever we praise, remember the word raise is, so I'm raising my attention, I'm raising my involvement, I'm raising my investment in these ideas and these images and these actions. Of course that's going to magnify in my life. The understanding that whatever you praise will increase enables you and your client to be in harmony with the law more clearly, more easily, in a more amplified way. And when you work with this law, you actually make welcome your good and bring about the things that are required to live the life that you want to live, a life that's fulfilling and difference-making and growthful. The law of compensation. Studying and deepening your understanding in the law of compensation can truly be the key to opening up to many of the dreams that you've had but haven't known how to bring about. This law helps you understand who you really are. Your sense of identity, your self-image, allows or doesn't allow the infinite to produce for you what you would really love. The law of compensation teaches that your compensation will always be equal to the need for what you do or have, how good you are at what you do, and how hard it is to replace you. One of the great things for you as a coach is that you will have a personal and very connected relationship with your client. You are hard to replace. As you study this side and as you become familiar with the trainings, you will get better and better and better at delivering this in a way that has impact and influence. And no one can replace you. There's only one of you. So your compensation will grow and grow and grow. Inside this lesson, as you're training your clients, you're going to help them have a self-image that makes welcome the dreams, the desires, the results that they would really love. And it will show up in their financial affairs, in their relationships, in the quality of their aliveness, their health, their options, their freedom, their fulfillment. And everything comes to us by law and order. And so in order to receive anything, we have to be in harmony with it. The law of non-resistance. The law of non-resistance requires us to notice when we are holding thoughts that actually resist the greater good, the greater results that would flow naturally if we were not resisting circumstances as they are. There's an old saying, what you resist persists, because you're focused on it. Your energy is actually connected to the thing you're resisting. So when you study and you work inside this particular phase of the training, you're going to learn how to be in harmony with this law. And you learn to release the resistance you have for the good that is yours by your birthright. And it seems simple enough, right? Well, with study and repetition and understanding and allowing your good to be yours, actually it can be simple, but most of us have not been trained to do this. And so we're unconsciously resisting our good. We're unconsciously pushing it away. You're going to help your clients break free from that. You're going to help them open up to a greater good for themselves. And during this study, you will learn how to release paradigms and negative thought patterns that establish agreement with undesired outcomes so that you can shift that and establish agreement with desired outcomes. And the eighth law that we study in this program, Working with the Law, is the law of forgiveness. Most people are really confused about the idea of forgiveness. Somehow people think it means letting somebody off the hook or becoming a doormat or actually making okay something that happened in your life that frankly is not okay. The fact that you now, and by the time your client gets to this point, they too will be ready because they're raising their awareness. It means they're ready now to take another step and to deepen their understanding of this universal law for the release and the opening that it brings them. Every religion on the planet teaches forgiveness, and all good psychology teaches forgiveness. It doesn't make a difference what faith or practice you follow. The law of forgiveness is universal. Because if you're not able to truly forgive, you remain blocked in your path to success. So this training ensures you will not remain blocked, and neither will your clients. The law of sacrifice. Now, that doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun, does it, sacrificing? But when you've created an image of a desired result for yourself, in order to allow that result to be your new normal, you will work with the law of sacrifice. Now, you would never sacrifice the greater for the lesser. In a baseball game, you wouldn't sacrifice a run for a first base hit, but you would sacrifice a first base hit for a run. Now, in the same way, as you're dreaming dreams and as you're building results and as you're helping your clients do the same, as your client is holding an image in their mind, they're going to be willing, and you're going to help them, and you're going to help them do this, give up anything that is out of harmony with the life they've decided they want to live. They're going to give up everything that's a lower vibration in order to achieve what they really want on a higher vibration. Now, you may have a question mark or maybe even a negative feeling when you hear the word sacrifice because you think it means going without. And here's the truth, nothing could be further from that. It does mean going without the things that are of a lower vibration. So it might mean watching a little less television perhaps to free up more time to work on your business in order to achieve the things that really matter to you. And this is where we learn to identify what those things are and then let go of the lesser in order to accept and achieve and allow the greater. The law of obedience. The word obedience has different meanings for different people, but for the purpose of this lesson, we are talking about learning, understanding, and living our lives according to the laws, these infinite, invisible laws that govern the visible, measurable results we call our own. So one thing you could say to yourself is, I already activate the law of obedience. I am obedient to the law of electricity. Either you or somebody you hired or your builder hired wired your house to code so the flow of electricity could work in your home so you could have light or electricity wherever you wanted it. You had to be obedient to that law in order to receive the reward of the results of being obedient to that law. And that's simply what this lesson will help your client understand, is that by practicing a way of working with the laws, everything gets easier. All the things they really wanted, the success that they've dreamed of, all of these things are the most natural thing. It's not the most normal thing. Most humans live and die and never know about these laws. But it's in our nature to be free. It's in our nature to have possibility and potential that will never be completely brought forth no matter what results we bring. And when you grow and gain a deeper awareness and understanding of these universal laws, you will have a great respect for them and become naturally obedient to them because you want the results, and not out of fear or force or push, but because you know that wonderful things happen and you grow in your life as you follow the laws that govern success. These laws you are studying are universal spiritual laws. These are the laws of life by which all results, happy and sad, success and failure, occur. And it's the use of the laws that determines the difference. And finally, the law of success. The infinite has intended every single one of us to succeed. We're born to be successful. Every one of us has been given a complete set of mental faculties by which we weave and transact between the finite side of our nature and the infinite side of our nature. And if we properly develop and apply our understanding and grow our understanding of these faculties, we can experience and grow any success we desire. By understanding and working with these laws, you will find yourself able to experience greater and greater success. Because here's the truth. Infinite resources are present, and they're at your disposal. There are no limits in your possibilities or in your potential. Everyone can develop their own version of greatness. It's simply a matter of knowing the truth and then being coached and supported in unlocking that truth, that power, and working with this aligned with the universal laws that govern results. And so success is within every person's reach who wants it. But you do need to gain a right understanding of the principles and the laws upon which success is based, and then apply the right methods of operating these laws inside a vision, coherent with a vision, until your success is earned. And as you do that, it gets easier and easier and easier. All of this content in working with the law is truly transformational, life-changing. It's amazing, it's helpful, and it will help you and it will help your clients.